Streaming live, tackling the topics everyone's talking about online. Share, engage, interact. This is Newsfeed Now.
Welcome to the Wednesday edition of Newsfeed Now. I am Aaron Nolan. Look, if you live in the South, you know a thing or two about severe weather. This time of year, it goes from sunny to cloudy in minutes and from beautiful to stormy, maybe even quicker. But April and May seem to have the majority of our severe weather each and every year. Yesterday, the final day of April, was a stormy one for Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri. Today, the first day of May, the storms could continue in Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas. Let's start in Missouri. 100 homes were damaged in a neighborhood in the southwest corner of the state. The town of Ozark was hit hard. This is just a few miles from Springfield, Missouri. A possible tornado touched down in Wheaton, Missouri Tuesday afternoon as well, leaving behind a trail of debris. Here's the video from that area. Semi-trucks were flipped over, homes collapsed, and uprooted trees were everywhere. The National Weather Service in Springfield will survey the damage and determine if the tornado, if it was in actuality a tornado that touched down or straight line winds. Moving to storm damage in Texas, more damage left behind there. In fact, in Charley, Texas, a family is once again enduring storm damage, very similar to the damage they lived through several years ago. Daryl Franklin has more.
I couldn't believe it.
Just over 40 years after Ken and Tony Jaton lost their Faith Village home in the '79 tornado, they could not believe another was heading straight for them.
I couldn't believe it. I knew it. I heard the tornado come over the house, and I thought, well, it probably did some damage. I had no idea. You know, this is like 79 damage, and our damage in 79 was probably about this bad.
I was sick to my stomach. This is the second time we'd gone through something like this, and I'm still sick to my stomach. It's hard to believe that, you know, Mother Nature can tear stuff up like this.
Inside a building that once stood here, the Jaton's ability to crack and shell pecans.
There's stuff in there that's very, 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 very heavy, and it's just gone.
And huge trees, generations old, ripped out of the ground.
Oh yeah, these trees were planted in 1928, and you know, you don't replace those very quickly.
Right next door to Ken and Tony's main house sits another house. It's vacant, also theirs, and you can see it appears possibly the tornado threw a tree into the house, knocked it back away from the bricks. And if you look through this window, you can see that the roof was just ripped right off. In fact, back here, you can still see part of that tin roof in the trees out back.
It's scary, it's heartbreaking, but God is good. He protected us from being hurt. And I just believe that there's a reason for everything, and God protected us.
The Jatons say once again they'll simply pick it up, clean it up, and start again.
Ken says it's going to be a challenge, no doubt. I mean, look, 1979 to 2019, that's a lot of years in between, but it doesn't shake the memories of what those tornadoes were able to do. We're going to have much more on the tornado coverage. We're actually going to go live to one of those areas hit in southwest Missouri. It's something that we continue to follow, and we will continue to follow. Right now, though, that reporter's actually on a different station. So we got to wait for her to clear, and then we're going there live to Missouri to find out what else is happening there in southwest Missouri as storms wreaked havoc on Tuesday. Moving on, Garth Brooks sang about rodeos. It was the ropes and the range, the joys and the pains, he said in that song. But for one pastor in the South, that song may be rewritten to, it was the ropes and the reins, it's the church and the praise. You see, we're talking about cowboys, guns, rope, and preaching and Bibles. In Central Arkansas, there's a church that's turning the pews into saddles. Tyler Thomason took a ride, has more on the cowboy church and unique ways this church is using to reach people.
Step into this White County church, and you'll likely step in some dirt.
We try to keep things simple and authentic.
Hidden behind a bushy mustache, Pastor Ron Riddle describes his sanctuary, a church that started in this barn, but in 5 years has lassoed a congregation to fill their new arena.
Yeah, it's pretty unique. It just exploded so much faster than even my faith, could see.
After preaching on horseback to an Easter crowd of 2,500, the church is setting up for another big weekend, this one with a bang.
You got a pistol in one hand and your reins in the other hand.
The church is hosting the Mounted Shooting State Championships this weekend, an adrenaline-fueled event that's likely to attract a rural crowd.
I relate it like this. A lot of churches built a gymnasium on the back of their church to minister to the community. Well, we built a rodeo arena on the back of our chapel.
A biblical bullseye, targeting grit and making it good.
No doubt interesting stuff there from Tyler Thomason. Quickly did a search on cowboy churches and came up with the American, I think this is the let's go back to the main. I'm sorry, I don't remember who it is. American Fellowship of Cowboy Churches. I want to read their mission statement. This is really intriguing to me. It's an organized to research and develop cowboy churches through training, assessment, mentoring, communication, and connectiveness through the movement of God's Spirit within the Western culture. You know, look, churches are trying more and more things to get people to come in. I've been to church recently, and they're using movies, popular movies, to connect with people out there. Look, I grew up in churches where, you know, you can't really do the movie stuff. You ain't supposed to go to certain movies. But here, nowadays, they're really doing anything in pop culture to connect to people. Very cool story, much more on our website right now. It's one of the top trending topics right now on Twitter. Attorney General William Barr is in front of a Senate Judiciary Committee talking about the Mueller report. Let's get an update live with Alexandria Lamone. Alexandria, the chairman of the committee is Lindsey Graham. That senator has said in this case he believes it's over, it's closed. My question to you, is it, and what is happening today?
Well, it certainly doesn't seem like the Democratic senators on that committee agree. So I think this is going to be an ongoing issue. Obviously, Democrats want to hear directly from Mueller, so we could see more hearings in the future. But this hearing today with Attorney General William Barr has been going on for a couple of hours now, and during it, the Attorney General spent a lot of time defending the way he handled the conclusion of the Mueller investigation and that initial 4-page summary you may remember he released back in March, because last night the news broke that Special Counsel Robert Mueller sent a letter to Barr objecting to that 4-page summary and the way that the Attorney General summarized the Mueller report. According to that letter that was leaked, Mueller wrote that Barr's summary did not fully capture the context, nature, and substance of the investigation's conclusions. Now, right now, they're on break. They're taking an hour break from this hearing. But the Attorney General, in the first couple of hours, spent a lot of time defending that 4-page letter that he sent to Congress and also released to the public. And Barr says he wasn't trying necessarily to summarize the entire Mueller report. He says he was just trying to get the bottom line conclusions of the report to Congress and to the public as quickly as possible, because he didn't want people out there speculating about what the report said. He said he determined pretty early on that it would take several weeks for Department of Justice lawyers to go through the report and redact it. So he says, you know, he was just trying to be transparent and release what he could as quickly as possible.
So 13 hours ago, I'm looking at Senator Elizabeth Warren's Twitter page. She claims she has read the Mueller report and that she believes impeachment proceedings could, and to use her words, should begin. Do you think that that's going to get any more traction as you look at what is happening at this hearing today with Barr?
Well, I think some of the top Democratic leaders have expressed that trying to do that might be a waste of time, because even if House Democrats, where impeachment proceedings would have to begin, even if they were able to vote in favor of impeachment, then in order to actually remove the president from office, this would have to go to a trial in the Senate, and the Senate is controlled by Republicans. So I think Democratic leaders see it as a waste of time. Now, the reason that she's saying that, and that other Democrats are as well, is because of this whole question of obstruction of justice, whether the president obstructed justice. And this is something that Senate Democrats on the Judiciary Committee have also focused on when questioning the Attorney General. They want to know why and how he reached the conclusion that the president did not, in fact, obstruct justice, when the Mueller report outlines 10 different instances of possible obstruction of justice. And one example that Democrats highlighted are these reports that the president asked McGahn, the White House counsel, to fire Mueller. They say that's a clear indication to them that there was obstruction. Attorney General Barr, though, defended the president, and he explains that, in his opinion, the president asked McGahn to remove Mueller because of a conflict of interest, and Barr says that implies that Mueller would be replaced with a different special counsel and the investigation continues, rather than just firing Mueller and ending the investigation. At least that was the Attorney General's characterization of it, and that's what he told senators in the hearing this morning.
Alexandria, thank you so much. We appreciate it taking the time out of Washington. No doubt this is something that will continue to go on right now. If I'm looking at the trends on Twitter, Barr is the first trend. Lindsey Graham, who is a part of this committee, is another trend right now. They're actually, I'll be honest with you, the reason why people are tweeting about Lindsey Graham, he read the F word during this, and it was caught on camera. So that's, I believe, why that's trending right now. All right, our third story today, all bark and no bite. According to the Urban Dictionary, it means acting all tough, intimidating, and aggressive, but is too cowardly and chicken and or also not strong enough to be willing to even throw one single punch at you. Of course, the origin of that saying is pretty obvious. Dogs who try to intimidate with their voice and not their teeth. But in Alabama, on the famed Dauphin Island, one dog is being praised for his bark and not that bite. Chad Petrie has more.
But that's the normal bark, but it was not that bark.
But it was a very important bark that helped Dauphin Island police stop two criminals.
It was such a different bark. It was almost like somebody was walking in the house.
Sherry Busby says she was home with her 3-year-old Australian Shepherd Rango early Saturday morning when the darling dog,
that's the kind of dog he is,
woke her up shortly after 4 in the morning because someone had been outside. Busby said she saw someone messed with coolers and fishing rods. Rango was barking again at about 6:15. That's when Busby says she saw two men and this van outside. She called police and they made an arrest before the duo left the island, thanks in part to Rango's heads up.
Oh, I'm so proud of him. So proud of him. He is one of the best dogs I think that we've ever had.
Dauphin Island police arrested Brandon Gentry and Christopher Carlstead, charging them both with third-degree burglary. The Dauphin Island police chief says the pair prowled a neighborhood around West Cadillac Avenue looking for loose items to steal, but didn't break into any homes.
Chad now joins us from Alabama. Chad, this dog is the complete opposite of what you normally want in a dog. Of course, that all bark, no bite comment. This is an all bark, no bite dog you want.
Yeah, exactly. This dog alerted her in enough time to call police, to give them a little bit of a heads up. Because one thing we should point out, this happened on a place called Dauphin Island. So if somebody is able to get across that bridge to the county mainland, there's a possibility that they're not going to be able to be caught at that point. So police were able to make that arrest before they were able to leave the island.
What are they being charged with?
Right now, burglary, third degree, and a couple of other crimes. They also had prior arrests in the past, and as of last check, as of yesterday, they are still in Mobile Metro Jail.
All right, so they're still in jail. That's a good dog, no doubt about it. What kind of treats did the dog get for doing this?
You know what? I didn't ask, but she was keeping her owner company all day yesterday. She couldn't meet with me in person because she was feeling under the weather, so we did the whole thing over FaceTime, and she was kind enough to follow her dog around for a few minutes while he was jumping around the house, of course, doing more barking.
Yeah, well, I've got to assume, though, that this owner is pretty happy that Rango jumped at the chance to be a hero.
Really overjoyed, because she says really one of the best dogs that they've ever had. And she was a little apprehensive because Australian Shepherds are a little bit jumpier than most breeds, but this is where that really came in handy.
Now, before you go, there was a difference in the bark. This wasn't a normal just I'm playing or I'm barking at the neighbor. This was intense. This dog knew something was not right.
Right. It brings up a great point about dogs in general, in that dogs have sort of their own bark language. You know, they have a different bark for being distressed, a different bark for being happy, a different bark for being angry, and we as humans can all interpret that, and she was able to do the same thing, interpreting his bark language in that moment.
Love it. Chad giving us a lesson in bark language from Alabama. Thanks for taking the time on Newsfeed Now. We appreciate it. Very cool story. All right, now we want to go back to our top story, severe weather in the South. We've got Hannah Zettel joining us from Ozark, Missouri. Again, 100 homes damaged. Hannah, are you there this morning? What have you seen? And maybe more, what's the spirit of people as they now are going through the damage and the wreckage left behind from this storm?
Aaron, you said it, a series of suspected tornadoes touched down in this area yesterday. The one here in Ozark touched down at about 8:40, and you can just see some of the damage it's done to these homes. This home is completely, the shingles are gone, the roof is gone. You can see the families gathered together to cut down a tree that had fallen on it. And then taking a look over here, the same can be said for this house. This woman was actually injured and was brought to the hospital, but she is back today, and again, just sorting through what's left of her home here in Ozark, Missouri. And you know, you asked about the spirit of the community. Everyone is kind of gathered together. Neighbors whose homes were missed by the tornado, they've come out to help folks in their neighborhood, and they've really just kind of come together to go through the rubble, see what can be saved, and they're ready to rebuild. Builders are already out here today patching roofs that can be saved, things like that. And it's from the neighbors I've talked to, it's just going to be a lot of calls back and forth with insurance, but they are glad to have their health, their safety. 3 people were injured, but they were all non-life-threatening injuries. So again, the spirit here is just one of sadness, but hope for the future.
Hannah, I went to Joplin after that gigantic tornado hit that area, and I'll never forget the feeling I had personally. What was your feeling when you arrived on scene today? How did you feel seeing what you saw and seeing the despair maybe some of those families were left with?
Right. I mean, I'm not from the areas where severe weather like this happens, so this to me was very new. I've never seen anything like this. We arrived at 4:30 this morning, so the sun wasn't up, and we saw, you know, some damage, some trees down, some fences down. But when that sun came up and I saw the extent of this damage, and it's this whole neighborhood, 100 homes, 24 of those are kind of being called lost causes at this point. So again, it just for me was very shocking. I remember seeing images of that Joplin tornado, and it's just there's not much you can do for these folks, but I can't help but respect, and just the way they're coping with it is really something.
Have you seen anybody maybe in the background as they're going through the rubble, they found something that they may have lost, a picture or a teddy bear or something? I mean, obviously they're looking for more than just the big thing, the couches. They're looking for keepsakes that may have been blown from their living room to their front yard.
Yes, it's just some of these houses, it's just you can't even see anything. So I did see a couple of little girls kind of get happy that some of their favorite clothes were able to get pulled out. I saw one family was able to find some of their firearms that were in the family for a while, that those were saved. So little things like that you don't really think about, but you know, just seeing her favorite shirt be saved made that girl's day. So yes, I've seen some people find little keepsakes like that.
All right, Hannah, thank you so much. We appreciate you taking the time. I know you've got to get back to work there. Again, I've covered, I want to say about 3 tornadoes in the aftermath left behind from those storms. It never gets easy looking at the families there. You saw them throwing out pieces of their home, pieces of insulation. That's a reality these families are going to have to live with for quite some time. But I do know one thing. In all of those situations, 3 different tornadoes I covered across 2 different states, the American spirit, the Southern pride really steps up, and it's neighbors helping neighbors. That's what we do. Thanks for joining us on Newsfeed Now on this Wednesday. Have a fantastic afternoon. We'll see you right back here on Thursday.